In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on February 12, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Iowa versus Minnesota. The Iowa Hawkeyes make the trip to Minneapolis to take on the Minnesota Golden Gophers at the 3M Arena at Mariucci on Sunday afternoon in a conference showdown. Minnesota has lost 5 of the last 6 matchups, with Iowa dating back to 2019. Their last game was played at Iowa in February 2022 and resulted in a 71-59 win for the Hawkeyes. Iowa has won 3 games in a row at home overall, but they have lost 3 straight on the road. Iowa has a 3-7 record away from their home arena. Minnesota has lost 7 in a row overall and 5 straight at home. Iowa is 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 Sunday games and 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 road games. The over is 4-0 in Iowa's last 4 games. Minnesota is 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games and 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 Sunday games. The under is 11-3 in Minnesota's last 14 home games. The home team is 7-3 against the spread in these 2 teams' last 10 head-to-head meetings. Minnesota has lost against the spread in 3 straight games and 5 of the last 7. They also have lost 5 straight at home against the spread. Iowa has won 7 of the last 10 versus the spread. Minnesota has lost 5 of 6 to Iowa. It's tough to trust Minnesota to do much of anything right now. The team is struggling on a 7-game losing streak. During that time, the Gophers have scored 61 points or fewer in every outing. As for Iowa, they're playing fairly well against comparable teams these days, and they've hit 73 or more points in 4 straight outings. Minnesota has been really bad this season, and they are in last place in the Big Ten. The Golden Gophers have lost their last 3 games by 35, 35, and 20 points. Iowa has won 3 of their last 4 games, but they have struggled on the road. Iowa is scoring 81 points per game, and I expect them to get an easy victory in this matchup against a bad Minnesota team. Look for these trends to continue. So the Iowa Hawkeyes to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Iowa has gone over the point total in 4 straight and 5 of their last 6 games. Iowa or their opponent have scored at least 80 points in their last 4 games. Minnesota has gone over in 2 of the last 3 games. Iowa and Minnesota currently rank 61st and 282nd in pace of play respectively. Most signs point to a higher scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Michigan State versus Ohio State. Big Ten rivals are going to duke it out in Columbus, with the Michigan State Spartans in town to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. These schools haven't met yet this season, but the home team has won the last 5 matchups overall between them. That should bode well for Ohio State, who is hosting this matchup in Value City Arena. Michigan State moved to 15-9 after beating Maryland at home. The Spartans held on to the halftime lead and defeated the Terps by 5 points, 63-58. Michigan State is scoring 68 points per game, while allowing 66 points per game and shooting 44.1% from the floor. Michigan State has struggled to find consistency over the past 5 weeks, as each of their wins have been followed losses. The Spartans are 7-6 in Big Ten play with a 2-4 road record. Joey Hauser leads the charge for Sparty. The 6'9" forward scored a game-high 20 points in the win over Maryland, and he's averaging 13 points per game and a team-lead 7.1 rebounds per game. Senior guard Tyson Walker leads the team in scoring after a 30-point showing against Purdue. A.J. Hoggard is one of the top assist men in the conference at 5.8 assists per game, and he's scoring 12 points per game. Ohio State dropped to 11-13 after losing to Northwestern at home. The Buckeyes let the Wildcats pull away late and leave with a 6-point victory. Ohio State is scoring 75 points per game, while allowing 68 points per game and shooting 46.3% from the floor. Ohio State has dropped 10 of their last 11 games, and their season has been marred by conference action. The Buckeyes are 3-10 in Big Ten play with an 8-4 home record. The Buckeyes play through true freshman Bryce Sensabaugh. The 6'6" forward will look to respond to a quiet outing versus Northwestern. but he leads the team in scoring while grabbing 5.5 rebounds per game. Veteran forward Zed Key remains in the fold, and he's leading the Bucks in boards while scoring 11 points per game. The Spartans are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 road games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Buckeyes are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 home games and 1-10 against the spread in their last 11 games overall. The under is 5-2 in Spartans' last 7 overall. The home team is 15-5-1 against the spread in the last 21 meetings. The favorite is 12-3 against the spread in the last 15 meetings. Ohio State doesn't cover numbers and is in rough shape entering this contest. However, Michigan State isn't lighting the world on fire at the moment either and has to go on the road where it loses by an average of 7 points. Something has to give, and we're only laying a bucket. Have to give Ohio State the edge at home. So the Ohio State Buckeyes to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Michigan State will be playing with confidence and try to force their tempo on Ohio State. Michigan State's typical tempo is slow. They rank 291st in tempo according to Ken Palm's pace of play statistics. They play a slow half-court game drawn up by Coach Izzo and wait to get the best shot possible. The Spartans have gone under the total in 5 of their last 7 games. Ohio State has gone under the total in 3 of their last 5. Expect the Spartans to limit turnovers, play a smart and close game against their rival, and keep it below the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Purdue versus Northwestern. The Northwestern Wildcats play host to the Purdue Boilermakers on Sunday afternoon for a Big Ten matinee. Purdue leads the conference right now with just 2 Big Ten losses. Northwestern is tied for second and sits 3.5 games behind the Boilermakers. This is the first matchup between these two this season, but when they last squared off in early 2022, the Boilermakers secured a victory, which is now 10 straight against Northwestern. Purdue is 3-0-1 against the spread in their last 4 games as a favorite. The over is 5-0 in Purdue's last 5 games. The over is 4-0 in Purdue's last 4 games as a favorite. The Boilermakers are 8-2-1 against the spread in their last 11 games as a road favorite. Purdue has been dominant in conference play and bounced back strongly after their second conference loss. Purdue should stay driven in this one and will have a key advantage on both the glass and in the painted area. Northwestern has been strong defensively this season, but they will be faced with the toughest front court they've faced. Northwestern has no one to slow down Zach Edey, and that is going to be the problem for them in this game. Purdue is going to have no issue running up the score, and Northwestern isn't going to keep up. The Wildcats have benefited from their many trips to the line this season, and that is not a sustainable path to victory. Look for Purdue to get close to 80 points, and that will be the difference as the Boilermakers get the job done. So the Purdue Boilermakers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both of these teams are bottom 100 in terms of possessions per game, and both defenses have defended the transition game well. The Purdue offense has been very efficient, but they struggle turning the ball over. Northwestern has applied ball pressure very well and should frustrate Purdue's offense here, resulting in many dead possessions for the Boilermakers. Likewise, the Northwestern offense has been rather careless with the ball, and they should miss out on several shot attempts as well. Northwestern has generated many of their points from the charity stripe, and Purdue has proven to defend well without fouling. The under is 11-1 in the Wildcats' last 12 when facing a team with a winning record. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.